Hi, this is Shibala. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you like me cooking. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to turn notifications on to get the updates. Thank you, enjoy and happy cooking.
Today we are going to make a Rava Dosa. The Rava Dosa is with onions and tomatoes, not inside the dosa but in the batter itself. Something special, right? Come, let's see it.
Rava dosa is a challenge for many in the homes and many of you don't get it crispy and you would want the restaurant style. So let's attempt it without using maida. I have taken about 200 grams of rava, 100 grams of rice flour and 75 grams of the Bengal gram flour, the basin. Then I have taken about 3 tomatoes and 1 onion, which I am going to make it into a puree. We are definitely going to get a very crispy restaurant style Rava dosa in the home kitchen. So what I am doing here is I am going to make this into a puree. That is 3 tomatoes and 1 onion. I am going to make it into a puree. I am blending it. Into a smooth puree. If you see, it's done now. So let's start mixing the batter. Literally a watery form because we are not going to add water in the initial stage. So I am adding the rava, then the rice flour and the Bengal gram flour. So semolina goes, rice flour goes and the Bengal gram flour goes. We are not using any baking soda, baking powder, nothing at all. As healthy as possible. Next is salt. I have taken about 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Next the Asafetida. I have used the powder here. Time to add the puree. I am going to add it. And let's mix it. Remove all the lumps before adding water. So even if it is little thick, no problem. We are just going to rest it in this puree. I am going to add little water into the jar so that the one which is sticking to the walls are not wasted. We are taking that out also and using that water. Mix it and rest it for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, let's see. It's smooth now. Let's adjust the consistency. It's really thick. Remember, we are going to add water in stages. So this is the second stage where we are adding water, and see the amount of water I am using. I am making it into a very runny consistency. You'll have to pour it from top to bottom and see the consistency. The way I am doing. It's even now it is thick. I'm just checking if the consistency is right. I feel it is very thick. But I'm going to rest it without adding water. Say about 5 minutes. I've cut onions, ginger, green chili, coriander and curry leaves into fine chop. This is very essential for Rava dosa. It is thick even now. So I'm going to adjust the water. So this is the third stage. Here adding water. So we've added water 3 times. I'm going to check the heat of the tawa, and if you see the tawa, there is no oil. Remember, there should be no oil in the tawa, and I'm pouring it from the top. So you see the jali or the spores which are formed really well, and then you will have to sprinkle the onions. Always rava dosa is cooked only one side. Remember that, and don't add oil in the beginning. Add it after it has completely cooked. See the time where I'm adding the oil. I'm not adding the oil as soon as I pour the batter, but I'm waiting for it to cook. I'm adding it almost at the end. I'm just loosening it. See the crispiness and the color. So this is one way of making rava dosa. The other method is mixing the onions to the batter itself. Let's see that also. I'm going to show you the other method. One essential thing is always removing the traces of oil from the tawa. That is very essential. Please remember, and check the heat. It has to be hot enough but not too hot. So slow cooking is essential for getting the rava dosa right. I've mixed the onions into the batter itself, and I'm doing the second method. This again I'm pouring it from the top as if you're throwing. See the spores, the jali which has formed. I'm not adding oil at all. At the end I'm adding, once it is completely cooked. There is no uncooked portion at all visible. Only then you should add the oil. These are all the small tips which will help you make a perfect crispy rava dosa. See the color, and it is literally loosening up. I'm going to remove it. It will easily come off the tawa. See the color, how it is formed. You can get the restaurant style in home, provided you follow the tips properly. See the crispiness. It's really possible. Please do try this method. I'm eagerly waiting to hear your feedback after you have tried both the methods, because rava dosa is literally a tricky one. Thank you for watching this video. See you again tomorrow with yet another awesome recipe. Stay safe.